Oh, for God's sake, Kathy, your only goal in this marketplace should be to gain and retain customers, period. Well, it should be profitably in order to create shareholder value. But you got to remember, your people, your employees are customers too. All the rhetoric about the great resignation is bullshit, as if it was their fault or our employees' idea. No, it wasn't. It was your fault as the employer. You didn't create enough value for them to stay. You got to figure out what it is that will re-energize, re-engage, refocus the great talent you already have, or you're going to lose them as well. Sorry, but I know the secret to this. Actually, you know the secret, but most of you are hiding behind the excuse of my people are overwhelmed, COVID fatigue. They have too much on their plates. Again, I say bullshit. The answer is clear if you take off your friggin' blinders. And before I tell you what the little secret is, let me share my observation about what's happening in most of your organization. You know, I liken it to a football game. Some of you have heard me say this before, but, you know, where do most of the fumbles happen in a football game? Right, in the backfield. And what exact moment? In the handoff of the ball. No different in any one of your companies. Sales, we'll call them our quarterback, hands it off to operations and they fumble the ball. Operations hands it off to legal or to service delivery and they drop it again. Then billing and accounts receivable mess it up again. Then you wonder why not only our customers are not loyal, but your people are tired and fatigued. Every single handoff has to be aligned or you're doomed. And guess what? Your customer doesn't give a damn why the ball was fumbled, why accounts receivable is inept. You know, I've seen it hundreds of times over the past year or so. And I've decided that my job is to put stickum on all of your people's hands. The last thing I'll ask is this. How many people did you lose last year, last quarter, last month? Gary, you know, of all people, lost two of your top performing people. And what did that cost you? What's it worth to keep them? So what's the secret? There is no secret. You need to focus on customer experience. I say it over and over again. Why 86% of surveyed companies say customer service experience is their number one priority. And then the survey reports that in 2022, only 17% of that 86 are actually doing it. It's just mind-boggling to me. And you need to implement a comprehensive customer experience initiative right now. If you do it right, it'll not only make you the vendor of choice and make you more money, but it should also make you the employer of choice in your region. You know, by focusing on making the leap from customer service, which, by the way, most of your competitors do, and they do it pretty well, by making that leap to customer experience, not service, it'll change your culture and help you attain and retain great talent. So what's your excuse? And I've heard them all. We don't have time. Our people can't handle anymore on their plates. It's too expensive. Too expensive, you're right. Our 1-year customer experience initiative is definitely expensive, but ask yourself, how much is it going to cost you if your people keep leaving? How much is it going to cost you, Kathy, if your clients churn? Any of you are blaming someone or something else. How much is it going to cost if you keep doing what you've been doing? Definition of insanity, right? Look, this is going to fall mostly on deaf ears, but let me share one other statistic. The Temkin Group found that 71% of customers surveyed across many different industries said that they no longer base their loyalty on price or product. Instead, they stay loyal with companies due to the experience they receive. If you can't keep up with their increasing demands, your customers will leave you. Yes, it's what I do for a living, but this is my rant. And I don't really give a shit how you do it. Just please change your focus to one of pure end-to-end customer experience and put stickum on every one of your employees' hands. You know, I like to say it should be CX by design, not by default. You don't just fall into it. You got to do something about it. All right, okay, let's move on. James posted I should calm down before I have a heart attack. You're right, James. Okay. Clint says his new sales manager